Hi, my name's Carly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just drawing Ariel, the Disney princess, on Procreate, and I'm drawing on the iPad Pro. So I thought I'd film my process for this, and also I'm going to talk about how to feel better about your artwork and how to be more confident, because I feel like it's quite a big thing that a lot of artists do struggle with, and I've definitely struggled with this myself. So first of all, the biggest and most important thing is don't compare yourself to other artists. Everybody's on their own journeys, and you don't know what goes on behind the scenes and how much work they've put in, how much learning they've done, how many years they've been doing it. There's just a lot of things that go into it, and everybody is unique in their own way and has their own skill, their own style, their own voice that comes through their art. You can improve your skills in art like all the time. There's always like an ongoing process of like getting better at what you're doing and improving your skills and like trying new things and everything, changing up your style. So yeah, it's always going to change, and just embrace it. And I know it's really hard not to compare yourselves, and I know I still do it myself, and I try not to. Sometimes I think like taking time off of social media could actually help, maybe, because social media is definitely a massive thing of like where people can just compare themselves, not even with art, but just in general with lifestyles and everything. So I try and like not even go on social media that much myself. Maybe it's because I'm getting older anyway, and I just don't really feel the need to always be on it all the time. But when I do notice myself scrolling through it at some points, I do notice myself starting to feel a bit like not as great in myself anymore, maybe because I'm seeing all these videos of people that are doing better and all this sort of stuff. So it's definitely something that it's like really hard not to let yourself get sucked into, but you got to try and focus on like what's going to help you. If that's going to be taking time off of social media, like just try and look into that and see what you can do to like prevent like these things that are making you compare yourself to other people. But anyway, also you want to enjoy the process of your art, and remember to draw and paint for yourself, not for anybody else, and not to please others online. Try not to think of what others might like from you. Just draw what inspires you, draw what brings you joy, and have fun within like the process of your art, because it should be fun. Just really try and not like draw just for people online and because you think that that's what people want to see or something. Also try and like keep learning new skills and try new techniques and everything, so that when you finish a painting you can feel proud at yourself, like I just did this, like, and I've just done this new technique and look how cool it's turned out. And yeah, just be proud and confident that you've just created something. Also, remember when you first started your art journey and how you used to draw back then. So I'd recommend looking back at your old work. This is really inspiring, especially for myself. Like, this gives me a really big confidence boost actually, because a lot of the times we go along the journey and we actually forget how much we've progressed and how much we've learned until you look back at like an old drawing and you realize, whoa, this is how far I've come. Like, look at the difference between that first drawing and what I could do now. So in the process, it kind of doesn't feel like anything's changing, but that's why it's really important to look back sometimes and keep like checking on how far you've actually come, and to know that going forward there's always so much more that you can learn and do to keep going forward. And that's why whatever artist you want to be, no matter, even if it looks like it's a faraway kind of place where it's like, whoa, that's a really big like high skill level, I feel like I'm nowhere near there yet, like that milestone like will come along. Like, you just need to keep on the journey. But yeah, and also another last thing is don't judge your work in a negative way all the time. This is something I used to do actually, and where I'd post a picture to Instagram and I'd always pick out the things about it that I didn't like or that I felt were wrong with it. Like, oh, I'm not sure if the colours look that good, and maybe her eyes look a bit strange or something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, my mum used to comment on those drawings, and she always used to say to me, stop picking out the negative things of your drawing. It's just accept that it's good. And yeah, I just feel like as artists, we do overanalyze our work a lot, and we do pick out the small details of like what's wrong with it. But someone else looking at it probably doesn't even see that, or doesn't even notice, doesn't care. And yeah, it's just hard to do. But like, I have tried to stop doing that now. So when I look at my drawing, instead of looking and be like, well, what's wrong with it though? What could have I improved on? That is good to do, I guess, actually. You can look at a drawing and see what you need to improve on, but don't just look at it and pick out things that are wrong with it, I guess. Like, try and pick out things that you actually love about it. I never really looked at it and thought, what do I actually love about this though? What did I do good on this? And once you start noticing those things, you'll start to just become more confident in your work and stuff. And even if you have got a few things that you could improve on, like, okay, I know her hand doesn't look right, but I know I can improve on that for next time. But then that's just like confidence that you know that you're not very good at the particular thing, but you know you want to learn it and keep growing with it, but you have that confidence to do that. And yeah, do you know, so it kind of just goes with the whole confidence thing. But yeah, so the 4 main takeaways from this video are: don't compare yourself to others, paint for yourself and not for anybody else, look back at your old work and compare it to now, and try and focus on the positives of every art piece that you make. So that is all my kind of tips, I think, for being confident as an artist. If you have any more though that I didn't cover, maybe leave them in the comments below. Yeah, just today I have actually been feeling like I want to change my art style a little bit. There's a new kind of drawing technique that I want to try out. So I actually want to do some drawing practice right now on Procreate, because I am getting a little bit bored with the way that I'm doing my colouring in process on my characters. I just feel like I need to learn some new things, learn some different ways of actually creating a character, and see if there's anything else that I want to try, because yeah, I just feel like changing things up a little bit. But yeah, thanks so much for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to stick around my channel, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!